auditioning. Thug number one, thug number two.
Slaves.
Prostitute.
There's always the hustler.
Literate basketball players.
Mary had a little lamb.
The thug.
The only narrative that they understand of black life is drug addict, drug dealer, gang member.
I was the hottest black actor in the world after Poison Ivy. There were people clamoring to work with this young sensation as long as he did the roles they wanted him to do, which were street kids.
I had been in this thing that is a masterpiece of American cinema, and nobody gave a shit. They really didn't give a fuck.
I auditioned for my first pimp part. My mother's all proud. You know, be the best pimp you can be. The whole church is praying for me.
Let's pray that Brother Robert gets the role of Silky Good Dick. The film is called Holes on the Stroll. It sounds like a musical.
And then that's when the filmmaker was born. I said, man, we can't let Hollywood tell our stories. We got to tell our own stories. They'll make us do anything and everything. And images travel around the world.
They had a perception of us that ultimately is false.
When I'm training for professional competitions, men and women always ask me for advice. To women, I say push yourself harder than you ever have before and go beyond your comfort zone. Focus on your goals. Men, if I am willing to push myself to become Mr. Olympia in 2022, then I only have one thing to say to you. Bring your A game.
Here we go again.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. Much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to all of the visionaries out there, man. Shout out to all the visionaries out there, man. Appreciate the love and the support. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this show. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you share this show. It's very important that we share the show, family. So make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all like, and make sure y'all share. Shout out to the A Game family. Shout out to the A Game Nation. And we back with another one right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to Queen of C. She says he's back at it again. Love all you guys. A Game family, A Game Nation. Much love, Queen, and we love you too. We appreciate all the love and the support. We appreciate all the love and the support. Much love to you, Queen. Shout out to Muslim Geechee in the building. He says, greetings. Greetings to you, my brother. Salute. Shout out to my man, Sir O in the building. Salute. Shout out to my man, Zeus. Peace to the God, Zeus. Shout out to my man, Mike Brown. Salute. That's my guy right there. We back at it again, bro. Salute, man. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button, bro. Make sure you hit that like button, man. But shout out to everybody. I appreciate all the love and the support. Much love to all the visionaries out there. And I just wanted to give y'all some news about DS1. I want to first of all thank everybody who's been supporting and all of my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting the content. I will keep this content going and keeping it potent for y'all. So I definitely want to thank y'all for all the new subscribers, all the new subscriptions out there. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Much love. Also, I doubt if y'all get a live stream from me tomorrow. If so, it will be an impromptu. I will try my best to drop a pre-record tomorrow for you guys though, but this is my wife's birthday weekend and we celebrating the whole weekend. So I'll definitely, like I said, I'll definitely try to get to y'all, drop some content for y'all over the weekend. But this is definitely her birthday weekend. So we're gonna go out and, you know, we gotta celebrate and do the family thing, you know. So, but I appreciate y'all support, of course. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it today. Today we're gonna go there. Today we're gonna go to a place where a lot of brothers don't want to go. A lot of brothers don't want to go. But we're gonna go there today because it's important. Because as I spoke on in my pre-record, make sure y'all go and check that out. I spoke on how there are a lot of quote unquote communities or organizations who are actually anti-black male progression. They're actually out here to actually galvanize men in and to use them and to trap them into things that they really don't know what they're getting themselves into. Appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate that, Queena. Much love to y'all. And that is why I initially did that video that I did earlier, because I need brothers to understand that there's a lot of brothers out here who are against you. There's a lot of them. There are a lot of them. Millions of them. There's a lot more against you than that are allied with you. And I need brothers to understand this, because a lot of us get caught up in these things. A lot of us brothers, not only do we get caught up, but we then bring our families along with us. We bring our children along with us into these movements, into these organizations, into these communities. And what happens is you start, or you create, or you perpetuate that family trauma. See, this is what happened with guys like Nature Boy that we see here on YouTube. This is what happened with guys like Africa Bambaataa. This is what happened with men like Malachi York. This is what happened with guys like Yahweh bin Yahweh. This is what happens when black men don't understand the importance of protection. See, because protection comes long before you have a woman and a family. Protection also happens long before there's some physicality involved. See, a man protects himself by what he values. A man protects himself by what he promotes, by the way he moves. You can see it. You can see it. A guy that's not running around with a bunch of dudes all the time. He pretty much stay to himself. He handle his business and he stay with his family. You understand that that's a family man. So you understand that he's going to protect his family with his life. You see? And a lot of us brothers are forgetting just how much we have to protect our children nowadays. We really have to get back to understanding the importance of protection. A lot of the protection that you guys speak about here on YouTube, you speak about financial protection. And your children needs financial protection. But the financial information is not going to do them any good when they don't know who they are. They're gonna piss away their money anyway. They're gonna piss away their money when they traumatized and they don't know how to deal with their emotions. They're gonna piss away their money anyway. So financial protection is a must, but you must protect your children from predators. Brothers, we must be actively protecting our children from predators. That has to be a plan implemented in how you conduct yourself and how you run your family. See, I don't have everybody in my house. Everybody can't come in my house. Everyone's not welcome to my house. Everyone's not going to know where I live. See, this is the first line of defense. This is your first line of protection, brothers. This is why you can't be the kind of dude that like to run around and run your mouth all the time. You just like to run your mouth and talk about everything. Because that's how people could figure stuff out about you and know about you. Because you're always talking and running your mouth. You see? Nobody knows where I live like that. Only about 10 people know where I live. And that's important. And I'm not saying you have to go and live in the suburbs, because the suburbs, people get hurt in the suburbs too. And at the end of the day, sometimes the predators are not outside your house. They're actually inside. Most of the time, the predators, the people who are out to hurt our children, are the ones that's right around us. Are the ones that's in your family, in your wife's family. And brothers, we are doing a shitty job at protecting our children from these predators. We just have to admit that. Let's not sit here and act like, oh, okay, we back. But we are not doing a great job at protecting our children from these predators. That's right in our house. That's right around us. See, a lot of us will go and have a bunch of guns in our house, and and that's cool. If you can legally protect your home, protect your home. But are you protecting the people in your house from the people that come in your house? You see, that's what we should be focused on. Because when we hear the molestation stories, when we hear the stories of pedophilia, when we hear the stories of the R word, it happens first in the house, in the family. That's where it starts. It starts in the house. It starts with the people right around you. And brothers, we have to do a better job at providing a better dwelling for our children. Dwelling is not just where you live, it's the conditions in which your house is in. Not just the physical conditions, meaning if it's clean or not, but what about the people? The conditions of the people who are there. How are they? And see, a lot of us brothers, we don't go this in depth. We look at it like, oh, that's my uncle. I'm gonna leave my daughter with my uncle. And then you find out 20 years later that that's who ruined your daughter's life. Your own brother, her uncle. This is what happens. This is what happens. And brothers, since we are the ones who provide the 4 P's, which is provision, problem solving, protection, and procreation, we have to step our game up when it comes to protection. Us. We have to implement better systems of protection. Shout out to my brother Ronan, the book of Ronan. Me and him, we chop it up about that. About setting your house up a certain way. That's important. Because you have to have a system of protection for your children. And your children has to know this. You see? Let's read what protection is. Protection includes shielding from harm by confronting danger, but also in the form of very structures he creates or provides that covers in his physical absence or in a hostile environment. You see? So this protection plan that you have for your household, that is the plan that your family is going to carry out if you're not around. They're going to know how to carry it out if you're not around. They're going to know what to do. They're supposed to know what to do. But a lot of these things are not being implemented by black men in the house anymore. And it's because a lot of us are not just sitting down and literally having these conversations. See, that's another thing. If you want to protect your children, brothers, if you want to protect them correctly, you have to give them a reason to trust you first. Because the first line of protection is them coming to you and being honest and telling you something actually happened. This is why a lot of brothers, they be so flabbergasted and bewildered when things happen. You see them on the Maury show. You see them all the time. And they find out things that was happening to their sons, things that were happening to their daughters. It is because certain plans were not implemented to structure the household a certain way, to structure the relationship you have with your children. So if something is going on, let's say they may have a stepfather, right? Or mommy just may have a boyfriend. And that boyfriend is doing bad things to them. How do you expect them to communicate to you properly when you're not sitting down and even asking them what's going on? It's not even a conversation. See, because a lot of us black men think that protection of our household and the protection of our families is being able to walk outside and blow somebody's head off. And that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. We think that that's the first line of defense. Go and kill someone. And that's wrong, brothers. That's wrong. I did a stream a long time ago when, back when the space was really hell bent on men telling women they need to submit. And I did a stream saying that the first thing a woman's supposed to submit to is a man's word. So the first line of protection for your children, brothers, is what you tell them. It's your instruction. That's your first line of protection, your instruction. This is why when you're walking down the street as a man, you're supposed to teach your children how to walk with you. No, son, you stand in the inside of me. In case the cars come. If a car come, the car will hit me. And at least I could push you out the way. That's why you walk with your woman and your children in the inside of you. You walk close to the street because you're the one who's supposed to confront the danger. That's protection. You see? You're supposed to be the one that confronts the danger. You. But a lot of y'all think, oh, well, it's just about me having weapons. No, it's about how you move. It's about how you strategize and plan. And people can tell by your behavior, by how you move in the street. They can tell. And a lot of us, brothers, we're not serious. I'm talking about really serious about protecting our children. We're not serious about this. See, we're more into having the cure for things instead of preventing them. What do I mean by that? Something I learned a long time ago that my dad told me. He said, son, an ounce of prevention beats a pound of cure. You see, that's also protection, prevention. Men prevent problems before they happen. That is what foresight is. That is the power of having foresight, being able to foresee if there's going to be an issue. And the best thing to do as a man is to prevent it. See, when they say you confront danger, they don't mean run toward it like a fool. No. That's not what we were taught. We weren't taught to run toward harm. We were taught to confront it when we're met with it. You see? But to lessen even those chances, you take preventative measures. Those preventative measures are taught in a man's instruction. Son, when you walk with me, take your hoodie off. You don't walk with no hoodies. Who you hiding from? Walk on the inside of me. Get your hands out your pockets. Pick your head up. Don't be looking at your shoes. Pay attention. Get out your phone. Pay attention. Because you have to see everything that's coming, son. You see, those preventative measures comes in your instruction. See, the reason why you tell your sons not to walk with their head down, because there's wolves out here, son. There's men out here who prey on the weak. You can never appear weak. You don't never want to appear to be weak to no man. Because there are men who will dominate you when you appear to be weak. They will dominate you. When you talk to a man, you look him in his eyes. So when I talk to my sons, I tell them, look at me when I'm talking to you. That's important. Because when you're looking at a man in his eyes and you're speaking to him, he understands that what you saying, you mean what you saying. Now, if you're doing this when you're talking, or you talking like this, you don't mean what you say. And you're actually afraid to say what you're saying. See, these are preventative measures. So when your children are out in the street and there's wolves around and they see your boy and your boy looking like, oh, all right, I see y'all. One of the wolves might stop him like, nah, chill, y'all. He ain't even on that. You see? But there's too many of our children being preyed on because we're not protecting them, brothers. We're not protecting them. We're not. And you can protect your children when you're not around them. It's all about what? The structure you build, the system that you create for them. Because they can follow that system without you being around. They can implement those structures without you being around. That's why SOS is the foundation. That's why. But when we have situations like this Brother Polite situation that's going on, where's the men at protecting this girl? See, this is why I'm speaking up about this. This is why I'm going to continue to go after these dudes. This is why. Who's speaking up for that little girl? Everybody want to protect Polite and his reputation. What about that 14-year-old girl? What about her reputation? That's a little girl. That's not a grown woman. That's a child. That is a child. Where's the men at protecting their children? Where are they? Where? Where is it? Brothers, we have to do better with this. We have to do better with this. We have to do better than this. A lot of us, listen. This is why I did the live stream, letting brothers know, hey, Kendra, what's up? Shout out to the Crimson Cure in the building. Dario, what's going on, Dario? But this is why I did the stream a while ago, telling black men to get over their baby mothers. Get over your baby mother. Just like you want to tell black women to get over those men who hurt them. Get over that women who hurt you. Get over the fact that you and her didn't work out. Y'all still got a goddamn child together that needs the 4 P's. Okay, brother? There's still children out here that needs the 4 P's, whether you and his mother get along or not. Whether you and her mother are still smashing or not. There's still children that needs your SOS, black man, whether you're present in the house or not. You're not present in the house because you and her don't get along, not because of your child. Stop letting your child suffer because you don't like her mother. That's weak shit. She should not be yearning for her daddy's protection because her father is still mad at her mother. So she has no access to you. I'm not talking about the women who make their children non-accessible. I'm talking about you Negroes who make yourself unaccessible because you're bitter. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, bitter black man. Your child is suffering because of it. I'm talking to you. You won't answer your phone because you're mad, because the money came out your check, so you won't answer the phone. That's your goddamn child. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Negroes. You didn't walk out on that woman. You walked out on your child. Remember that. You didn't walk out on her. You walked out on your children, bro. Your children need you. She don't. And if she tell you she don't need you, oh well. Your children do. That little girl do. That little girl do. Because her mama might get with a nigga like Polite. Because her mama might get with a nigga like Bambaataa. Because her mama might get with a nigga like Sinetta. Because her mama might get with a nigga like Nature Boy. Because her mama might get with a nigga like Malachi York. And guess what your daughter becomes, nigga? Food. And what you do? You blame the mother. But you sat back and did nothing but complain. I'm going to get my babies. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all dudes. I don't know about y'all dudes. I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get mine. Straight up. Because there's no price tag on love. There's no price tag on love. You dudes look at your goddamn children as a child support check. That's how you look at your child. That's your child, bro. How the hell you blaming the mother because you don't know what's going on in the house? Nigga, do you call? Do you call? Because we know that young woman, that little girl, and her mama, who's a young woman, we know that little girl father not around. And because her father is not around for whatever reason, you got predators like Polite who prey on women like that lady Linda Wellness. See, he go and prey on them type of women to get their daughters because he did it to his other wife. You see? This shit is going on because there's no men around. This is why Polite is doing what he's doing. And now that the men are showing up and saying something about it, it's a problem. It's a problem. So it's a problem when we go out and protect black children. It's a problem. But I just told y'all that most of the pedophiles and the molesters are homegrown. So the same way y'all protected the molesters and the pedophiles in y'all families, y'all protecting Brother Polite. The same way y'all protected Bam and defended Bam. And what y'all do when these children turn out with horrible stories? What do y'all men do? What do y'all do? Well, you know, me and her mother wasn't getting along, so that's why I wasn't around no more. No more. So you just disappeared because you and that woman wasn't getting along no more. You niggas is weak. Y'all weak. You're weak. You weak. You're weak. Your children are supposed to be more important. You are supposed to show your children that you'll fight for them. That's love. You have to show them that nothing's going to stop daddy from coming to get you. If you hurt and you call daddy, I'm coming. I don't care what your mama say. I'm coming. You call dad, I'm coming. I'm coming. You get to a safe space, call me, tell me where you at, and I'm coming. Nobody cares about what you went through with your baby mama. Get over it, nigga. For your child be tarnished for the rest of his or her life. And whose fault is that? Yours. Because guess who he was looking for? You. Because when he was being molested and hurt every night, who was he crying for? You. Who wasn't there? You. Because black men don't believe in protecting their children at all costs anymore. We don't believe that anymore. What happened to that, brothers? What's up with that? What's up with that? But you will jump in front of a bullet for one of these smuts. But what about your children? You got men up here with children protecting pedophiles. Oh, we gotta see the court documents. Grown men protecting pedophiles. Grown men. Grown men protecting pedophiles. This is why our black children are growing up with the mentality that they're growing up with. Because no one cares. No one cares. And you know why they feel that way? Because we don't show it. We don't show it. We got excuses. Well, I didn't come this time because of your. It's always about because of his mama. So because of his mother, you ain't gonna never be a father, right? That's what you telling your child, nigga. That's what you telling that little girl. That's what you telling that little boy. That I can never be your dad because of your mother. That's some weak shit. Don't tell me you a man and you will say some shit like that to your children. You weak. You weak. Because if you telling your children that you can't be a proper father because of their mother, then that means that you allow their mother to dictate who the hell you are as a man. That's what that proves. That's what that proves. See, what you niggas are focused on, y'all are more focused on proving points to your baby mamas instead of being a father. Instead of just being who you said you were going to be. You want to prove everything to her. I'ma show her. I'ma show her. I'ma show her how much of a man I am. Then take care of your kids, nigga. Take care of your kids. Whether she like you or not. Take care of your kids, nigga. That's what you do. Protect them. Protect them from uncle such and such. Who like to put your daughter on his lap. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how y'all leaving y'all children out in the goddamn cold. Your children live in the projects in a whole nother state. You don't even call and check on them. You want him to call you. You his goddamn father. You want him to call you. Oh, he don't call me. Nigga, you his father. Why he owe you something? He came out your nuts. But he owe you something? He got to call you? He got to call and check on you? You niggas are selfish, man. And this is why our children are being hurt. This is why our children are being hurt. They're calling for dad. Where's my dad? This man keep beating on me. This man keep beating on my mother. Where's my dad? Dad, where are you? Oh, it's your mother's fault. It's your mother's fault. It's your mother's fault. It's your mother's fault. Everything is his mama's fault. Everything. It's your mother's fault. It's your mother's fault. It's your mother's fault. But then you turn around and say you a man. But it's his mama's fault. Everything is his mama's fault. You haven't spent 17 birthdays with your son. That's his mama's fault. That's his mama's fault, right? That the last birthday you spent with your son, he was 8 and now he's 27. That's his mama's fault. And then you Negroes go so far and start to blame your children. You start blaming your children. Forgetting that they're your children. They're not just your baby mother's children. They're yours. They're yours too. What you niggas forgot? You forgot? You forgot that you bust nuts up in her? You forgot? Oh, it don't matter because you could go bust nuts in other women, right? Right? That's what you niggas get up here and say and make black men look like shit. We gonna stop that shit. We gonna stop that shit. Because you same Negroes that talk that shit is the same ones protecting Brother Polite. And talk about him being set up. Set up? For what? Nigga, he been doing this shit with women for years. They could have been set him up. If it was a setup, you goddamn idiots. If it was a setup, they could have been set him up. But you niggas think y'all be talking to idiots. This is the problem. This is the problem. See, this is what happens when black men don't have no integrity, man. When you don't have no spiritual value. You think you could say anything to anybody. And you think we supposed to eat it up because we online. Not going for that bullshit. Not going for it. Because I know what's real. I know what's real. And brothers, we got to do a better job at protecting our goddamn children. Because you wonder why that little girl is so promiscuous? It's because she was being touched. That's why she's 3 years old doing the things that she's doing. It's because she's in a place where she's not being protected. She's not being shielded from those things. You wonder why your little son want to twerk and wear dresses? Because he's not being protected. You wonder why that little girl don't want to be a little girl? She want to act like a little boy? You know, some of those tomboys went that way because they were touched. These are facts. I don't care what you don't like. Because it's two things that happens when a young girl or young boy is molested. They either become nuns, meaning they close up. The girl close her legs and she don't ever want to have sex no more because she's scared because she got it taken from her. Or she gives it away. Why? Why is she giving it away? Oh, because her mother told her to give it away. No, her mother provided her the environment and showed her the behavior. That's what her mama did. What told her to give it away was her keep getting it taken from her. What happens when someone is bullied? What happens? What happens over time? What happens? You get tired of getting beat up. So what you do? You just give it to them. You just give it to them. You just give it to them. And you know why they don't fight no more? Because there's no one there to hear them scream. There's no one there to hear them cry and ask for help. That's why. That's why when she That's why. And what she do? She gonna come across the guy. She's gonna already be nervous because she know what the dude want. She give it to him in hopes of him not taking it. What are we going to do about that, black men? Huh? What are we going to do about that? Us. That's our job, Negro. That's our job for our daughters to grow up and not have to feel like they got to be whores so they don't get raped. That's our job. That's not her mama's job. Her mama is supposed to be an example of what an upstanding woman is. But even upstanding women get raped. So what are we talking about here? That's our job. That's our job. It's not her mama's job. It's not her mama's job. It's your job. Dad, father, leader. It's your job. It's your job to let her know whether you're with her mother or not, daddy's always here. That's your job. It's your job. Daddy's here. Just call dad. All you have to do is call me. That's all you have to do. And daddy is coming. If you tell me something wrong, I'm on the first thing smoking or that's in the goddamn air. That's how it's supposed to be, black man. Our children are supposed to be able to count on us. They're supposed to be able to count on us for us to do what? For us to do what? For us to give them these 4 P's. They're counting on us for this. This is what they're counting on us for. But when we talk about protection, all we think of is financial. Financial protection. But you wonder why your little son or your daughter been telling you it's been monsters under his bed since he was 3 years old? See, some of that shit don't be imagination. Some of those monsters be real people. But see, you would know that. You see, a lot of y'all don't know that because a lot of y'all don't even go and check on y'all children. Once your children sleep, you close the door and your goddamn party begins. You don't even go check on your children. Do you go and open the door in the middle of the night? Do you go in there and check and make sure they breathing? That's me. I get up and walk through the house. I jump up as soon as I hear some shit. And sometimes it be them moving in their bed. Our children has to count on us to be protected. They shouldn't have to think about it. They know. I'm calling my father. I'm calling my father. See, that's how I was raised. And my mother didn't like that shit. I'ma just be honest. My mother didn't like it because she felt since I lived with her that she was supposed to be the first line of defense. No, my father taught me, you call me. Anybody mess with you or your mother, you call me. So that's how it was when I was young. When things were going on I didn't like, I called my father. Dad, I don't, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dad, come get me, Dad. Dad, I don't want to be here no more, Dad. Our children is supposed to be able to do that, fellas. If your child is not able to do that, that's your problem. That is not his or her mama's problem. It is yours. It is yours. Make yourself accessible. Make yourself accessible. And see, you know us dads, we have pacts with our children. So there's certain things that me and my son's going to talk about that he not going to ever bring up to his mother. You see? But that has to be established over time. See, the bond is going to be stronger when your children know that they could count on you. When they know when they call you, you're going to answer the phone. If you don't answer the phone, they're going to get a call back. Your children have to know that, black man. Not, oh, I don't know if my daddy going to come see me today. Only way he or she should be saying that is if you told him that. Your child should not be used to being let down by you. Because if you make that a norm, your child will stop trusting your word. And when they stop trusting your word, they don't care about what you do. They don't care. So all you Negroes that think you could just throw money in your children's lap and they just gonna love you and listen to you, wrong. Because they don't trust you. You're a liar. You're a liar. You lied to them their whole goddamn life. Now all of a sudden you're getting ready to die. You got some money for them, and you expect them to come to your beck and call. Negro, please. You ain't put in no work. You ain't put in no work. You thought financial protection was all your children needed. No, they needed you there. They needed to count on you. Not just count on that money, but count on dad. And that's a problem that we have, black men. This is why it takes us years to expose a Polite. It takes years to expose a Dr. York. It takes years to expose a Bambaataa. Because black men are sitting around with blindfolds on. You niggas sitting around acting like y'all don't know what these niggas do. You know how many dudes, you could pull it up on YouTube, older dudes who said that they knew Bam was touching boys. They knew he was paying people's mamas to have their sons. These black men admitted this shit. They watched little black boys get hurt. They watched us get hurt. Oh, but we not supposed to be angry today. Y'all watched us get hurt. They watched Hassan Campbell get hurt. They watched Bambaataa ushering boys. They watched that shit, man. Just like you niggas is sitting there watching Polite. Just like y'all sat on YouTube for years and watched Nature Boy and worshiped that nigga. You worshiped him. You worshiped Polite. Just like you worshiped the Zulu Nation. Because you worship your own destruction. You worship your own fucking destruction. You hate yourselves that goddamn much. But this is what happens when you practice a lost value system. This is what happens. Our family don't have no love and support. Our children don't have no love and support. They don't have no love and support. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share this show. But this is exactly why. This is exactly why I say we got to heal before we build. This is why I say this. Because that's the source of us not getting along as men. How you expect a little boy? Let me get a sip of water real quick. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, family. How do you expect a little boy that was thrown away, never knew his father, grew up in the system? How do you expect him to properly know how to deal with other brothers? How could you expect to do business with a brother like that? And I'm not saying that you can't. But if you find out why you can't, you can trace it back to his childhood and why he look at things the way he do. See, a lot of these black incels, they mad because they ain't had no father. They mad. They're mad because they had to grow up and figure out what the 4 P's were on their own. They had to develop their own SOS because they never had it. And a lot of these guys, they grow up bitter. And they have a negative perspective on guys who grew up with dads, who grew up and had SOS. You see? And these guys today, these are the guys who was telling you not to have children. These are the guys that are telling you to opt out of the black family. These are the guys that are telling you that you don't have to have children. And it is a choice. But they're telling black men it's better financially for you not to have children. So they're letting money dictate their biology, which shows you what they think and what they feel about themselves. And when a man like that ends up having a child, he has no problem with leaving his child out in the cold. Because it's all about, well, he or she got to get it the way I did. Well, if I made it, he or she could make it. This is where you get this mentality from. It is because there was nobody there to protect them. They had to protect themselves. They out in the street, living out in the street. Who's protecting them? Wasn't no black men there protecting them. This is why they don't respect stepdads. This is why they don't respect black male leadership. They think less of it because nobody was ever there to lead them. And they don't care about leading nobody because they all about trying to survive because they come from nothing. They're going to forever be in survival mode. So they're not going to understand what we say here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, visionaries. I want y'all to understand this. There's a lot of men out here who are mad at their fathers because their fathers didn't properly provide. They didn't properly problem solve. They didn't properly protect. All they did was go around and procreate. And a lot of these shattered boys are now grown men. And they're repeating this treacherous cycle, which is destroying black boys, which is destroying a black family. It's gotten to the point where now you got black men out here telling you stupid for even protecting your family. Why lose your life? This is what they're saying now. And this is how they want us to be, brothers. They want us to not protect our children. So the process of bio-Kothairon can continue. So our quote unquote community could still be desolate. So brothers, we must protect our children at all costs. Forget all the excuses. Figure it out. If you're going to get up here and tell black men they need to make more money and they need to figure it out, figure out how to get along with your child. Figure out a better way to communicate with them. Figure that out, nigga. Figure that out. Figure that one out. So shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all enjoyed today's show, donate to the show. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. It's Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where y'all can go to donate to the show. Appreciate you, family. Much love. Appreciate the super chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Malika for coming through. I see you, bro. Shout out to Andre's Lessons. Appreciate you for pulling up. Much love to you. Yeah, that's us. Appreciate you. Fierce Soul. Appreciate you. AP. What's up, AP? It's me, C. What's going on? It's me, C. Thanks for stopping through. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Black Lion, salute. Shout out to the whole A-Game family. Shout out to the whole A-Game nation in the building. Everyone who came out today, make sure you like. Make sure you share this show. Make sure you share this show. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And if you're wondering how I keep up the fire, it's because I keep a clear mind when using A-Game. This keeps me with a clear mind where I can focus. It also keeps my blood flowing. That keeps my energy up. And you know when you're a big guy, you need energy. This keeps my energy up because it keeps my blood flowing right. I'm going to keep bringing y'all this fire content. Gonna keep bringing y'all this fire content. But we gotta think A-game. We gotta think A-game. So I appreciate y'all for pulling up to today's show. Much love. Make sure y'all go and check out my pre-recorded video that I just dropped a couple of hours ago. Make sure y'all go and check that out. I appreciate everybody for tuning into today's show. I'm your host, DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A-Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box. And at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.